everything that a king needed on the outside. The Bible says that Samuel almost made a grave mistake. The book tells us that Samuel got the oil. And as he was about to pour the oil on this boy to anoint him king, the Bible says that God speaks and says, Samuel, pour not the oil on this one, because man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart, at the inward appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, sometimes God has to unwrap you in order to get the real gift outside of you. Sometimes God has to dismantle everything that is normal in your life in order to get out of you what he has invested into you. You see, you can never withdraw unless you make a deposit. I'll say it again. You can never withdraw unless you make a deposit. If you are withdrawing from something you never make a deposit into, you go into overdraft and you go into the negative. But oftentimes what God has to do is, because he's continuously making deposit after deposit after deposit after deposit after deposit, that oftentimes because we don't automatically relinquish and give back to him that investment or that return on which he has deposited into us, sometimes he has to literally break us to the point to where it shatters our lives to shambles, so that we can understand the praise that I praised him for last week was really stored up for what I'm going through this week. The prayer that I prayed at 3 o'clock in the morning when I didn't do like Solomon said, like hinges on the door and just sway back and forth, but I got up and interceded not only on my behalf, but I interceded on my neighbor's behalf. That prayer that I stored up there was for this trial today. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, have you ever been broken by God and you really seen what was inside of you?
Glory!